Hi guys, so this is my Q&A. I've had quite a few questions to answer and a lot of people have asked the same thing, so I thought it'd be easier to just do a video so everyone can view it instead of replying to every single person because I'm quite busy, so I don't always have time to reply to everybody. So please excuse my voice, it's quite crackly at the moment, and my cat's running about being crazy, so you might see him pop up a few times. Yeah, basically my voice is a bit dodgy at the moment because I am an entertainment show host at Fort Park with Melon Entertainments during the Fright Night season, so I'm doing lots of scaring, so obviously I'm not using my diaphragm properly. There's quite a few questions that I need to go through, so I'll just sort of like rush on through them. Kitty, get out of the way. Silly kitty. Sorry. So one question was my thoughts on tattoos, piercings and scarification. Basically, as an alternative model, obviously a lot of tattoos and piercings are often sort of visible, especially for photo shoots. It often helps create a different piece entirely if you're tattooed in a certain way. I myself personally only have 2 tattoos. I've got my scaffolding piercing as well, which is my normal ear piercing. I don't... My cat is ripping up my question sheet right now. Move. Kitty, go on, go away. Good boy, I'll play with you later. Go on, shoot. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so basically, scarification, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's great if you want to do that, if you want to get like devil horns or like little stars on your skin and stuff, like, it's cool. Me personally, I don't want to get any scarification because I'm just terrible at healing. It takes me forever. Like, my bat tattoo I've got on my leg took me a good month to sort of heal from, and when I got my scaffolding in my ear, that still hasn't healed. I've had that for like 3 years now and it's still not healed properly, and I'm really scared because I'm obviously going to get like this scarring on top. You get like this bubbles and it's not cool, but yeah, so basically I'm just going to not get, sorry that's my cat, I'm basically just not going to get any more. Tattoo wise I probably will get quite a few, and basically I kind of believe in, if you're going to get a tattoo, it's for a reason. This is on your body for the rest of your life. So if you're going to get one, obviously make it worthwhile. So I'll explain mine as well. I've got a ladybird right there on the back of my neck. When I was 16, my auntie died of cancer, which really, really sucked, and I was quite close to her. So basically I thought, well, I'll get a tattoo to sort of like remember her by when I turned 18. And obviously from when I was 16 to when I was 18, that's a good couple of years. So I thought about it for a long time. When she died, there was ladybirds everywhere, like literally everywhere, in the church, in the graveyard. Before she even died, they were in the hospice, like they were just everywhere. So every time I see one now, it makes me think of her. So I thought, well, I'll get a ladybird. And every time I see one, something either really good happens or really bad happens. So yeah, it's kind of like my symbolism, I guess, for like kind of good and evil as well as representing my auntie. It's quite a few things really. The bat on my leg, me and my best friend, Michelle, hey Michelle if you see this, we've been friends for like 17 years now I think, like it's ridiculous, we're like more like sisters than friends, and when we were little we used to do mixtapes, make our own mixtapes, and we used to do Halloween ones because Halloween's our favourite season, which I will move on to after this, and we basically had like nicknames like for our DJ names, and she was Weaver Witchina. She was a witch, and I was Becky Bat. So obviously I've got the bat, and I wanted something to resemble our friendship because we've been friends for so long, and she's a big part of my life. So I thought, wow, why not? So yeah, I've got a big bat on my leg, which is cool. I'm going to try and add more bats sort of as I go, but I'm very specific about it. I want to make sure it's the same person that tattooed these because it's very intricate, and I don't want it to look crap, basically. If I do another one. My other question, do you celebrate Halloween? Yes. Halloween is like Christmas to me. I'm not particularly religious in any way, but Halloween is really, really fun and it's a chance to dress up, and I love to dress up. Me and my friend Michelle, that I spoke about before, we always celebrate Halloween, and when I finish the Fort Park job in the end of November, I'm actually going to go down to see Michelle and spend a week with her, and basically we've missed each other's birthdays, we're going to miss Halloween this year because I'm going to be working. We'll probably miss Christmas with each other because of everything that's going on, like we're both doing different things. So we're going to spend a week together, and we're literally going to do like a different celebration for each day. So we're going to celebrate my birthday with like birthday cake and stuff and presents, and then we'll celebrate her birthday, or we might do it the other way around. and then we'll celebrate a day of Halloween, and then we'll do a day of Christmas, like make Christmas dinner, like all that kind of stuff, so that we sort of like have time to spend with each other and sort of catch up as well, which will be nice. So yeah, I do celebrate Halloween. I live for costumes. I'm wearing a costume right now. Today I'm the Corpse Bride because I just fancied it. Another question. I'll just look at my list, like the amount of people I had questions from. Would you consider yourself model or actress, and which do you prefer? Well, I've been doing acting since I was 8. I've been doing like modelling on and off, but it's never really been like a big passion of mine until recently, because I didn't realise there was such a thing as alternative modelling. So I think I'd consider myself an actress because I've trained in that and I've done more of that. I probably would say I'm an actress as well, because modelling, especially alternative, is acting the majority of the time. You have to sort of get into the character, and all of my shoots are themed, so I am portraying a certain person when I do it. So yeah, I would definitely consider myself an actress more than a model as such, because I'm not like 6 foot and stick thin standard fashion runway model. Which brings me on to the next question. Somebody said to me, if you got a high-end fashion job, who would you like to work with as your dream designer? I don't really know much about high-end fashion. I'm not a high-end fashion model, so to be honest, I'm not really too bothered, as bad as that sounds. I'm keen on certain designers, like for example Marc Jacobs, who has recently just left like one of the biggest like fashion labels ever, which is crazy. That was all about London Fashion Week not long ago. Everyone was talking about. And I have the perfume as well by him, which is cool. Also, I guess I used to like McQueen, but I think maybe more because I'm gay and it's like a gay activist thing to kind of like follow other gay people. So perhaps that's why I was kind of keen on him. In general though, I don't really follow fashion, I just like what I like. I take inspiration from everywhere, which is another question I got asked, which was what's my biggest inspiration? My biggest inspiration I would probably say is a mixture really. Disney is a big one, mainly like Snow White is my favourite character. So I take inspiration from her. I take inspiration from Marilyn Manson as well, so you kind of combine the two, it makes a bit of a weird combination, but yeah, I guess Snow White and Marilyn Manson would be my biggest ones, and a bit of Judy Garland thrown in there as well, and Liza Minnelli, because they're kind of cool and I like them for fashion and for movies. Yeah, so that's that. I'm trying to get through these as quickly as possible because I have to go to work soon and do more scaring, which will be fun tonight. What do you think of tanning? Personally, I don't really like tanning. I don't like the idea of it. I'm very much keen on natural image. I mean, I know it's terribly bad to say that because obviously I've dyed my hair and I wear makeup and stuff, but generally speaking, like skin tone, I think you should just be proud of whatever skin tone you have. I'm naturally ridiculously pale and I'm happy with that. I mean, I want to be Snow White and she's pale, so it's all good. I don't mind if people tan, like it doesn't bother me. If you want to wear loads of fake tan, then go for it. If you want to look like an orange, do it. But I don't believe in sunbeds because they are dangerous. They cause cancer. Cancer is bad. Cancer killed my auntie, therefore don't do sunbeds. Yeah, so that's basically what I think about tanning and stuff. What do you see as your next big challenge now you're established? My next big challenge? I don't really have one. I just kind of go with the flow. I just do what I want to do. I think the most difficult decision I've made recently is whether to stay in alternatives or move to outer circles. There's a lot of alternative work that is predominantly fetish based. There's a lot of alternative work that is lingerie, and then it moves on to nude, and then there's like a fine line really between what can you say is alternative and what can you say is just porn. I don't agree with any of that. I don't want anything to do with that. I mean, I've done some lingerie shots, but they were character based, and I will not do any more lingerie unless it is character based. I'm very specific on that, and I do not show any of my body if I don't want to. I am very careful about which people I work with and what their background is. For example, if I was going to work with a model for a week or something and they do nude, I would simply say no, I'm not interested. And even if their character work was, for example, Disney princess, like I had a email from somebody asking if they could possibly do some Disney work for me, not actual Disney because I can't say that, but basically dressing like the characters and doing shit like that, and I looked at their previous portfolio and a lot of it was nude. It wasn't tasteful nude, so I politely declined the offer because I don't want to be lumped into a category. I'm not prudish. I you know, it's fine if you want to get your tits out, get your tits out, but Personally for me, I don't want my image to be sort of tarnished by that. I don't want people to think, oh, that's what she does. I don't do that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm ranting for ages and ages now, so I'll have to do this in my next Q&A. Trying to think what else I've got in here. Done that one. Oh, this is a really silly one. No, nobody else has asked me this question, it's just one person, but I thought it was quite funny, so I thought I'd answer it. Somebody wrote, snog, marry, or push off a cliff, Katy Perry, Madonna, and Cher. I would probably snog Katy Perry, because then like, I'd be like, oh, I'm the girl she wrote about when she said, I kissed a girl and wrote a song about it, and all that kind of stuff. With the pushing off a cliff thing, I'm really not going to push anyone off a cliff, and I think that's really mean, so I would not do that with anyone. However, Cher did a really good movie called Mermaids. Her character, per se, is just annoying. She basically like follows men around and just wants to marry men and doesn't really care. This isn't like an anti-gay thing or whatever, or like an anti-straight, whatever you want to call it. But basically, I feel like you should live your life for you, not for other people. So if you're with somebody, you don't do everything they want you to do all the time. You are your own person, your individual. And in this movie, she portrays a character who basically like just wants to rely on a man. So I think I'd push her character off a cliff, but not her, because she has quite a nice costumes and she's a nice person. So I wouldn't push her off a cliff. Madonna I would probably marry, because she's so iconic, and I think to be married to somebody that iconic would be quite legendary, and it would be really cool. It'd be like, hey, this is my wife, she's Madonna, like, that's really cool. So yeah, I think I will cut it there, because I'm running past the 5-minute mark and I don't want to bore you guys, so I will probably do more question and answering when I've got time, in a few weeks or two. I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll do another one. But yeah, thanks for all your questions coming in for me, that's really cool. I shall do more, and also just to let you know, I am the London rep now for the Twisted Agency, which is a new alternative agency. So if any of you want to be a model, or you fancy giving it a go, submit your images to thetwistedagency.com, get in touch and we can arrange an interview and you can become part of the family, because we're a big family, lovely group, so it's all good. Also, before I go, this tiara I'm wearing right now is by the wonderful Susanna J Design. You've seen me model before. So yeah, she's doing some great deals at the moment, some beautiful pieces. As you can see, it's very detailed and intricate, so go check her page out, her Facebook page, Susanna J Design. If you search that, it should come up. So yeah, thanks for listening.